welcome to KiwiRadio.nz, a weekly showcase of New Zealand music streaming live 7 p.m. on the dot, both on KiwiRadio.nz and upfm.co.nz. My name is Ralphie, your host, taking you through for the hour, and we have the wonderful singer-songwriter and independent artist Dan Millwood joining us halfway through for a 3-song set and interview / showcase. He is a really cool singer-songwriter, and I look forward to showcasing his music out to the world right now. Hello to India. Hello to who else is listening? Finland. Hello, Ireland and New Zealand. Thank you all for joining us in this wonderful stream tonight. Since Dan Millwood will be joining us sort of like halfway through, I thought I'd go through some of his influences and songs that he really enjoys before we get him on the show. So I'll start off with his first recommendation, Lauv. I think that's how you say it, L-A-U-V, otherwise known as Ari Straffin's Left, an American singer-songwriter best known for his breakout hit I Like Me Better, included in the compilation album I Met You When I Was 18. This is his song right now, There's No Way, playing on Kiwi Radio.
You touch me and it's almost like we know that there will be history between us two. We knew someday that we would have regrets, but we just ignored them the night we met. We just danced backwards into each other, trying to keep our feelings secretly covered. You touch me and it's almost like we knew that there will be history, but there's no way that it's not going there. With the way that we're looking at each other, there's no way that it's not going there. Every second with you I want another, but maybe we could hold off for 1 sec, so we could keep this tension in check. But there's no way that it's not going there. With the way that we're looking at each other, I wish I could make the time stop, so we could forget everything and everyone. I wish that the time would line up, so we could just give in to what we want. Cause when I got somebody, you don't. And when you got somebody, I don't. I wish that the time would line up, so we could just give in. But there's no way that it's not going there. There's no way that we're looking at each other, there's no way that it's not going there. Every second with you I want another, but maybe we could hold off for 1 sec, so we could keep this tension in check. But there's no way that it's not going there. With the way that we're looking at each other, we just dance backwards into each other, trying to keep our feelings secretly covered. We just dance backwards into each other, trying to keep our feelings secretly covered. You touch me and it's almost like we knew that there would be history, but there's no way that it's not going there. There's no way that we're looking at each other, there's no way that it's not going there. Every second with you I want another, but maybe we could hold off for 1 sec, so we could keep this tension in check. There's no way that it's not going there. With the way that we're looking at each other, just keep on dancing.
That was L-A-U-V, Lauv, however way you say it. Backing vocals or the duet there with Julia Michaels. You're listening to Kiwi Radio. The influences of our guest this week to start with. Anyways, how are you doing? It's very exciting to be joining you today. I'm actually at my brand new music studio right now. We located house, so it's very exciting to actually have my own space. I've been living with the in-laws for so long that it's finally good to come out of that alive, barely, and finally doing some live radio for you this Tuesday evening, 11th July 2023. Up next is Mitch James, who's actually a New Zealand singer-songwriter and guitarist from Auckland, best known for songs like Bright Blue Skies, No Fixed Abode, Move On, and 21, as well as this number here, which I'm going to play for you right now, Sunday Morning. You listen to Kiwi Radio.
Clothes on the floor before we say a word. Baby, I like the way you operate. Take off the halo from your head. Crazy how you can be two different girls. Right now I love the way you are, but when you wake up, you put on that angel face again. Telling me everything we did was wrong. But you were the one that brought me home. You say you're a saint and I'm a sinner, but I guess that I'm good enough when you're lonely. That's when you call me, yeah. You're a saint, I'm a sinner, but I guess that I'm good enough when it's 3 a.m. and you're lonely. As long as I'm gone by Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Sunday. Say that we could never work. Telling me that we come from different worlds. You don't even like the way I operate. So why did you call me up again? Kissing me like you never said a word. I guess it's just the way you are. But when you wake up, you put on that angel face again. Telling me everything we did was wrong. But you were the one who brought me home. You said you're a saint and I'm a sinner, but I guess that I'm good enough when you're lonely. That's when you call me, yeah. You're a saint, I'm a sinner, but I guess that I'm good enough when it's 3 a.m. and you're lonely. As long as I'm gone by Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Sunday morning. I wanna wake up. I wanna wake up in your bed. Don't wanna wait till it's 3 a.m. to see you again. I wanna wake up. I wanna wake up in your bed. Don't wanna wait till it's 3 a.m. to see you again. I wanna wake up. I wanna wake up in your bed. Don't wanna wait till it's 3 a.m. to see you again. I wanna wake up. I wanna wake up in your bed. Don't wanna wait till it's 3 a.m. And you say you're a saint and I'm a sinner, but I guess that I'm good enough when you're lonely. That's when you call me, yeah. You're a saint and I'm a sinner, but I guess that I'm good enough when it's 3 a.m. and you're lonely. As long as I'm gone by Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Sunday morning.
Don't be confused by that title. It is not Sunday morning right now in New Zealand. It's actually Tuesday evening. Kia ora and welcome to Aotearoa's favourite podcast showcasing New Zealand music, self-proclaimed, of course. We have Dan Millwood joining us halfway through the show live, and he's going to be talking to us about his music. But first, we're doing a bit of a run-through of all his influences. And next up, we have Ed Sheeran, of course, the famous Ginge. He wrote a song called Eyes Closed, which I'll play now. It's about losing someone, feeling like every time you go out and expect them to just bump into them, everything just reminds you of them and things you did together. And apparently, this is about a late friend of his called Jamal Edwards. So he wrote this song called Eyes Closed, of course. Ed Sheeran, probably one of the coolest songwriters in planet Earth right now. You're listening to Kiwi Radio with Ralphie.
No, it's a bad idea but how can I help myself? Been inside for most this year, and I thought a few drinks they might help. It's been a while, my dear, dealing with the cards life dealt. I'm still holding back these tears, well, my friends are somewhere else. I pictured this year a little bit different. When it hit February, a step in the bar, it hit me so hard. Oh, how can it be this heavy? Every song reminds me you're gone, and I feel the lump on in my throat. 'Cause I'm here alone, just dancing with my eyes closed. 'Cause everywhere I look, I still see you. And time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do. So I'll keep dancing with my oh, so I'll keep dancing with my delusion is here again, and I think you'll come home soon. But what brings me right back in? Then it's only me that's in this room. I guess I could just pretend the colors are more than blue, but I lost more than my friend. I can't help but missing you. I pictured this month a little bit different. No one is ever ready, and when it unfolds, you get in a hole. Oh, how can it be this heavy? Everything changes, nothing's the same, except the truth is now you're gone. Life just goes on. So I'm dancing with my eyes closed. 'Cause everywhere I look, I still see you. And time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do. So I'll keep dancing with my closed. So I'll keep dancing with my closed. Oh, I keep dancing with my. They're shutting the bar, they're cleaning the floor, and everyone is already home. But I'm on my own, still dancing with my eyes closed. 'Cause everywhere I look, I still see you. Time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do. So I'll keep dancing with my eyes closed. Oh, I keep dancing with my eyes closed. Oh, I keep dancing with my.
Ed Sheeran playing on kiwiradio.nz. My name is Ralphie, taking you through till 8 p.m. this evening. Well, I've actually run out of influences there for you, so let's go straight to some Kiwi music, seeing as though we are Kiwi Radio. You know, I like to keep my finger on the pulse of what's hot and what's new here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. So I found some cool gems for you, which I'll show right now. Next up is Reiki Ruawai, hailing from the picturesque shores of Raglan, New Zealand, currently based in the vibrant Mount Eden neighborhood of Auckland. Charismatic artist Reiki Ruawai is stoked to announce the release of his third single called Working Title. Here it is, playing on Kiwi Radio.
Waiting on you, my love. Approaching on your views. Starstruck, yeah. You can haunt my soul. Take it all, then go. I have to play it slow. My ocean ebbs and flow. You cannot win when they come around, and then you see them go. Feelings catching up, and I don't wanna choke. I can see your style, and I already know. You fit the love flowing when they come around, spending my life. I get to know you, I get to know you. Waiting on you, my love. Golden hour views, baby. I've got to take it slow. My love, it comes and goes. You cannot win when they come around and then you see them go. Feeling catching up and I don't wanna choke. Yeah. I can see your style and I already know. You cannot win when they come around and then you see them go. Feelings catching up and I don't wanna choke, yeah. Cause I can see your style and I already know. We were soul to soul, steady going on. We were soul to soul, steady going on. High, we were soul to soul, steady going on. We were soul to soul. We were soul to soul.
Damn, that is the right amount of funk and goodness there. I got to keep an eye out on Mr. Ruawai from New Zealand. Next up, Vikai with her first independent release for 2023, a track called Pandora's Box, which she has produced with longtime collaborator Abigail Knudsen, mastered by Mr. Dan Martin. It's a heavy-hitting experimental alt-pop track with dubstep elements. Check it out. Playing on Kiwi Radio.
Hold me down in rocks, melting time and clocks. Cut your soul in two, bleed and pay its dues. Molly misconstrued, choking on cut the nose. Love is fine, baby. World unkind, baby. Come unwind with me. You're confined to a bathtub, sitting top. Top, spin top, and there's bugs in my breathing stops. Top, spin stops. And there's bugs and my breathing stops. Magnum 44, shoot me down and small. Who you want to fool? System keeps us sick, so we depend on it. Just a lunatic, straight jacket crucifix. Oh, love is fine, baby. Oh, world unkind, baby. Oh, come unwind with me. You're confined to a and there's bugs and my breathing stops.
That is hot new music from New Zealand. Pandora's Box, only released like 4 days ago by Vikai. That's Victor India Kilo Alpha Echo, and the I has the little 2 dots there. Go check her out, Vikai. Would love to have her on the show, actually. Pandora's Box apparently originated as a poem, much like many of her other songs addressing taboo subjects like mental health and toxic relationships. The song itself focuses on Vikai's diagnosis with bipolar. So check her out, Vikai. Speaking of bipolar, I want to play another song by the same artist I played earlier, one of the influences of our guest today, Dan Millwood, who will be coming up on the show in a few minutes' time to talk about his music. Lauv, I don't know how to say his name, but my favorite song of his is Like It Better With You. I Like It Better With You. Lauv, I don't know. How do you say his name? Well, figured, I'd find a 1-minute clip from the internet and we'll get him to explain how to pronounce his name. Here we go. Let's get educated here.
You're looking at how to pronounce the name of this musical artist. We'll be looking at how to say more music celebrity names as well. So how do you say it? Well, we're going to be looking at how he says it himself. Okay, so we're on his own YouTube channel right here. And let's listen to how he says it himself.
Some people say love, some people say love. It's Lauv. My mom's side of the family is from a country called Latvia. I just remember looking up what the Latvian word for lion was, because Ari means lion and I'm a Leo.
Yeah, so did you hear that? He explains it a bit further right here, the origin of the name.
I found
and how to
Lauva,
say it
so then I got
properly.
rid of the A, and it was Lauv, and it just felt right.
So yeah, you
so
got
then I
this?
got rid of the A, and it was Lauv, and it just felt right.
Lauv is how to
Lauv.
pronounce it. Lauv. And
Lauv.
You know, right? More videos.
Okay. Lauv. I guess Lauv? I don't know. Like, he could have gone with lav, like lav microphones, everyone. The thing that you attach to your chest. Well, lav, at least musical related. Love, something with, anyways, to say, complex beings, indeed. Do you want me to play the song? Stay tuned. I will play it right now for you. And don't go anywhere, Dan Millwood, joining us very soon. Kiwi Radio, live for you this Tuesday till 8 p.m.
To be young and in love in New York City. Do not know who I am, but still know that I'm good long as you're here with me. To be drunk and in love in New York City. Midnight into morning coffee, burning through the hours talking. Damn, I like me better when I'm with you. I like me better when I'm with you. I knew from the first time, I stayed for a long time, 'cause I like me better when I'm with you. I don't know what it is, but I got that feeling. Waking up in this bed next to you, swear the room here got no ceiling. If we lay, let the day just pass us by. I might get to too much talking, I might have to tell you something. Damn, I like me better when I'm with you. I like me better when I'm with you. I knew from the first time, I stayed for a long time, 'cause I like me better when I'm with you. Stay a while, stay with me. Stay a while, oh. Stay a while, Stay a while, stay here with me. Stay here with me. Yeah, yeah. I like me better when I'm with you. I like me better when I'm with you. I knew from the first time, I see for a long time, 'cause I like me better when I'm with you.
Love, Like Me Better on Kiwi Radio and, of course, simulcast right now on upfm.co.nz. Just waiting for the man of the hour to join us. But before that, welcome to episode 88 of our weekly New Zealand music podcast. The next song is from a New Zealand band called Marmalade. I actually got to interview them on episode 84. So if you want to join and become a member for $2 a month, support the servers and all that, head along and listen to that back catalogue of goodness. And you'll actually unlock things like track ID, what's playing on the radio right now, and things like that. And show some love by supporting the servers, because we're doing this for the love of it. Marmalade, Bright, playing right now on Kiwi Radio. Turn it up.
Sitting here in my bed socks, wondering if I'll ever become a rock star. How will I make it to the top when every road sign screams to stop? But I got no time in my life. Will I ever make it, or will I have to fake it until I'm Will I have to break it? Will I end up hating it when I'm bright? Maybe I should buy a paddling pool. Do you think my friends would think I was cool, or should I break some rules? Maybe I'd be less of a fool, but I got no time in my life. Will I ever make it, or will I have to fake it until I'm right? Will I have to break it? Will I end up hating it when I'm right? Will I ever make it? Or will I have to fake it? Will I have to break it? Will I end up hating it? Will I ever make it? Or will I have to fake it until I'm bright? Will I have to break it? Will I end up hating it when I'm bright? When I'm bright? When I'm
New Zealand music for you this hour. Bright by Marmalade. Natasha Lee is the next singer-songwriter here from New Zealand. Go check her out on an interview we did back on episode 86 on our website there. And she was recently on the show. Really good to replug the artists that have been on the show. And Natasha Lee here. And by the way, if you do want to send your music, the only way to do it really is to email us kiwiradio@proton.me. Otherwise, send me a DM on Instagram, facebook.com/kiwiradio.nz. Just tell me that you're human, and because there's lots of bots on social media. So yeah, let me know that you're human, and we'll get your music played here on our New Zealand music show. Hope you're enjoying the tunes. Don't go anywhere. Dan Millwood will be joining us live before the 8 o'clock mark.
Breathless, here in the air, whistling through the leaves. If I stay quiet, they won't know a thing, and I'll remain unseen. I just need a moment or two to lay this grief. Deafening silence in a jam-packed room where I am not unseen. Stare at my feet, beg them to move, but they won't let me leave. Indents of nails and a cold white wrist were not enough to leave. They help me remember just how many steps back to the willow tree. I can't quite remember 4 stages or 2. It feels like 1 to me. Nothing is changing. The gap is still there where you used to be. A calm place to visit for a one-sided chat. It's not the same, you see. Feeling ain't seeing, I'll believe what I see. When will you visit me? Are you traveling south or sitting with mom? Is that where you're meant to be? Will I be content only being with you in my memories, or sitting at the willow tree?
kiwiradio.nz playing New Zealand music right through the hour for you every Tuesday, 7 p.m. on our website, as well as simulcast on rpfm.co.nz. Natasha Lee, check her out at natashaleemusic.com or natashalee.bandcamp.com. Now, the moment of truth. We actually have our guest, honorary guest for the hour. We love it when we have guests, and it's great to have Mr. Dan Millwood on the show. Dan, welcome to Kiwi Radio.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, kia ora. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
so good to be here.
We've got our built-in audience and everything, kind of artificial because it's a button, but you're actually streaming live right now all across the world. We do have people listening in, 22 unique listeners. We're like a little jazz club. We have people in Finland. We have people in India and, of course, New Zealand, Hastings and Auckland tuned in today. Dan, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Cool. Thanks for having me. Yeah, so my name's Dan. I am a New Zealand artist. I was, born here in Auckland, and I grew up just always playing music. So I grew up in the countryside. So it's like a small farmland, like milking cows, that kind of thing. And my dad was pastor of the church there. And so it was kind of through church that I started playing drums and then music and learning guitar. And I even did dancing. So it's like quite a creative community. And then it all kind of went from there to slowly doing music more seriously. I went and lived in the States, and now I've been releasing music independently and working with producers and labels and it's been a wild ride, and so yeah, still doing it. Still just put out my first EP recently, which has been really cool.
Congratulations. I have to admit, how I found you was the Sad Boy Pop Ambassador, none other than Mr. Chris Bates. You appeared on his social feed there. Now, Chris Bates, we've been playing his music as well. He's a really good songwriter. I understand you're making some tunes with him and things?
Yeah. So it was really cool because I think there's not necessarily a massive singer-songwriter community in New Zealand in terms of like the music that's coming out of like the New Zealand, chart and all of that. So Chris Bates is a singer-songwriter that I really love the sound of his music, and he's a really cool guy. And so I reached out to him recently, and yeah, we're working on a song together. And I think we've got somewhat similar, like both acoustic musicians and both influenced by the good old Ed Sheeran. So it's going to be fun what we can come up with.
We played some Ed as per your 3-song recommendation of influences. So we definitely heard a bit of that I've heard a bit of that in your music. People are about to hear it right now, to those unfamiliar. Thanks. So you are the Genuine article, because congratulations on this single, Genuine, which has already reached over 1 million streams on Spotify.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much.
Great. Woo! That's a pretty awesome. So how has the lifestyle changed for you with 1 mil in the bank there? In terms of streams, anyway.
Imagine if it translated into money. That'd be
for sure, right?
No, I mean, it's. I think what I have to remind myself, because the money, it's sadly like as an artist putting out original music, the streaming money and all of that. It takes a while to really be able to support yourself through it. But
for sure,
is when I really realized that it's 1 million people. I'm like, wow, that's so cool that I wrote a song that many people have listened, and a lot of people obviously have saved it to a playlist, which means hopefully they like it, and so it's really humbling that it's reaching that many people. I'm really excited.
And if you're listening right now, all 24 of you, please head over to Dan Millwood and add +24 on that tally. Let's start off with your first song, Genuine, playing on kiwiradio.nz. Don't go anywhere. We have Mr. Dan Millwood closing off the show till 8 p.m. this 11th July 2023.
Need to take a look at myself, see that I am true to myself, 'cause I don't want to sell a part of me to please somebody else. Look at myself, 'cause all my thoughts come from the state of where my heart is. So if I'm ever fake, then I am heartless, but when they only take it is the hardest. Lord, I need help finding a way to bring light into the darkness. Show me guidance without it, I'm childless, but just wanna be genuine regardless. I would come apart if I lost a part of myself and never become what I'm not for somebody else. I'm the keeper right and I'll never settle. I would come apart if I lost a part of myself and never become what I'm not for somebody else. I'm the keeper of what I got and I'll never settle. Looking at me, trying to tell me who I should be. Tell them all to leave, 'cause they can't get it. I just wanna be more than a lost soul drifting with the current, 'cause my breath could leave all of a sudden. So I'm here putting all of my heart in. When I can't see, I won't stop finding a way to let your love in, so I can still be rich even with nothing, and genuinely know who I'm becoming. I would come apart if I lost a part of myself and never become what I'm not for somebody else. I'm the keeper of what I got and I'll never settle. I would come apart if I lost a part of myself and never become what I'm not for somebody else. I'm the keeper of what I got and I'll never settle. Showing all my scars, 'cause all love what I've done won't dictate what I become. My heart's naked, take the leaves off, 'cause I know that I'm enough. On my own, knowing my heart won't be shaken. I would come apart if I lost a part of myself and never become what I'm not for somebody else. I'm the keeper of what I got and I'll never settle. I would come apart if I lost a part of myself and never become what I'm not for somebody else. I'm the keeper of what I got and I'll never settle.
KiwiRadio.nz breakthrough artist there, Dan Millward. Check him out. Millward is spelled Millward. Now, Mr. Millward, you mix a bunch of, your inspirations life and music and faith, which is awesome because I'm a man of faith myself. Tell me how that sort of intertwines into your songwriting, influences it, that kind of thing.
Cool. Yeah. So, it's, having grown up in church, faith is part of my life where I have a relationship with God, and I think that is, for me, that, it's really important that it's like a personal thing and not just like a religious thing. And so I think that's really influenced not only, maybe the way I write music and feel music, but also my desire has been, I kind of still want to be in the pop music industry and just write some kind of wholesome songs that aren't necessarily about, popping beauties in the club and that kind of thing. And just
Hey! I love that.
Yeah. And so just kind of like wholesome like song concepts that I think people can all resonate with in terms of like whether it's identity and figuring out who we are and like what's the purpose of life and how do we actually feel like we have purpose and peace, or whether it is a love song because we all experience love and heartbreak, but just hopefully people can kind of hear sometimes that influence of depths of those bigger things as well, because I think sometimes pop is obviously there is an element of the the superficial side, which is sometimes just like too superficial.
Yeah, for sure. Now let's go deep with the interview and tell us one evening or memorable memory of when you felt the presence of God. Tell us if you've got any stories of what was happening in your life at the time.
Cool. Yeah. So I think even I'd have to come up with like it would be. I think I was like trying to figure out where I was living in terms of whether I was going to go over to London and do like a record label thing, and I was really just there was some family members that were sick, and so there was a lot going on and a lot of decisions to make, and I also felt like really a lot of pressure from these label executives that were wanting to sign me, and they were being kind of a little bit aggressive and just like very much like money driven and quite disrespectful. Even when they found out I had family members, they even said, like, if you sign this, you can buy more family later on. So it was kind of like far out. And as I was trying to figure out like, okay, what am I doing? Like, what's the reason why I'm doing this? I remember just going to like a worship night at church, which was just very much like kind of organic. Everyone comes together and just like singing beautiful songs and singing worship songs, and it was just that like that beautiful sense of peace and just kind of the like that's just where I can get my source of purpose and peace from, and it doesn't have to be I think we can like there's always going to be green grass that we can chase, and it's just never going to be enough of a source for like purpose and peace. And so that was kind of a big reminder of like, okay, well, this is the environment that I know I need to like draw close to, even if I'm trying to chase music and everything else. It's like I need to come back to this is my why, and this is where my spirit and my heart can feel completely at home.
That's a really lovely answer, and it's really nice to hear that from an artist. You know what I mean? Like they're making music for themselves with real genuine heart, and when you're told something so harsh like that, I can't even imagine. I mean, by family, not really. I mean, family is everything. So I don't know. It's just that's I suppose that's the beauty of becoming an independent musician is you've got you're not controlled by anyone else or anything else. You know what I mean? And indebted to anyone. It's other than God, which is the meaning of life, really. So I wish you much success in your journey. I'm certainly loving the music. Now, we're a bit of a storytelling podcast, so we like to play the song and then get the artist to tell us what the song is about. So let's head along with that format. Your next song is called All Along. Tell us the story.
Cool. So All Along is from the EP Genuine, and basically the whole EP, I just really wanted to have a super authentic and genuine feel. And All Along is just inspired by kind of, a love situation where I think, in the past, there was a situation where I was feeling hesitant and like to really speak my mind or like to really dive in. And there's that risk that what if you get rejected and what if this doesn't work out? And so All Along is, the chorus is pretty much like diving deep, darling, you and I could be just the very thing we needed all along. And so it's like, if you are willing to be vulnerable, if you're willing to be brave within that relationship, or it could be anything else. It could be in the context of faith as well, right? But in this context, it's just a love song of just, if you're willing to be vulnerable, it could all work out beautifully, but you just got to be brave enough to speak your mind. And that's what the song's about.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, the beautiful music by Dan Millwood and a wonderful human being. You heard it here on Kiwi Radio, showcasing New Zealand music till 8.
Your sweet soul is what could save me, 'cause I was lost, but your love found me in the dark. What if we just stayed a little longer? Forgot about the world just for a while. What if I had told you that my heart just wants to know you? What if I just asked you to be mine? Diving deep, darling, you and I can be just the very thing we needed all along. I have seen all the beauty that's beneath. Now your love is the reason I feel home. Lately, you woke me up to a sweet daydream. All of the dark is finally fading. Now it's just us lying safe in this love. What if we just stayed a little longer? You and I exchange what's on our minds. What if I had told you that my heart just wants to know you? What if I just asked you to be mine? Diving deep, darling, you and I can be just the very thing we needed all along. I have seen all the beauty that's beneath. Now your love is the reason I feel home. I feel home.
Dan Millwood, what stunning music we're being exposed to right now. Please go check him out. Now, Dan, you're a wonderful, wonderful singer and artist. I can't believe it. I think I'm a genuine fan. There we go.
See what you did there.
Yeah, definitely. I thought about it for a while. Yeah, for a few seconds at least. Now, we're closing the show with your third and final single, As We Are. Tell us the story. You're the storyteller.
So As We Are is a nice kind of reflection, or like, how would I, yeah, it kind of sums up the heart behind the project, the EP, a lot. And so, kind of going back to faith, I suppose, and growing up in church,
Mm-hmm.
if you have experienced a relationship with God, you probably, hopefully, have experienced like the grace that comes with that, and that we might sometimes feel really, I don't know, like less than enough, you know, like whether it's like worthless or damaged or like too much baggage, or like we've just done horrible things, you know, whether it's like mistakes or like hurt other people. And so grace is this amazing thing that if we can actually just come as we are and receive love and grace. And so I kind of wanted to write that heart, bring that heart into a pop song of, I think, if we can actually be that vulnerable with each other and be that real, it can be really refreshing. And so the song is kind of this call to others, you know, to other people, and even a reminder. It's like an anthem to myself. It's like, if I can actually, you know, be completely myself and be willing to try to bring that always to other people and be like a really authentic version and not be fake. And that might mean being vulnerable and admitting how I've just, you know, messed up and where I've been struggling. But it's like, am I actually presenting myself as I really am, or am I trying to like impersonate someone else or fake it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Amen, brother. That's awesome.
Thanks so much, man. Yeah.
It's been a wonderful memory and moment to be sharing this a moment with you, be it phone call and digitally and all. Hope to see you sometime playing in Auckland. What's next for you in terms of gigs?
Yeah, I would love to too, and I'm looking forward to crossing paths with you. So that'll be great. So what's next is I'm writing more songs, and I'm really excited about some of the new songs that I'm that are coming along at the moment. And so I will be putting out more music again fairly soon, which I'm really stoked about. And then I would love to do some live shows, and so that's definitely in the pipeline, and I can't wait, because I think that's really special, being able to connect in person with other people, play music live, and yeah, if you want to, you know, listen to those new songs or come along to a show, like, I'll be updating everyone via my social media, and would love to connect with you guys if you can come to a show or connect with me online.
Yeah, would love people to reach out to you. You seem like a very reachable man, very modestly talented, and super duperly good looking. I mean, what more can people want, really? So I thank you for being on today's show. I've got a face for radio. That's why I do radio. So, but yeah, Dan Millward, ladies, he's a good-looking man with a guitar, playing some really heartfelt music, actually, and I really love the production. I love that you've got a good beat. You know, it's all about, for me, like, you know, if I'm listening to Ed Sheeran or something like that, or Lauv, or anyways, it just needs needs like a really heartful melody, but then something to kind of move you, and it does both. It ticks both boxes. So I look forward to your upcoming releases, and please don't be a stranger to the podcast. Okay.
Yeah, I love being on tonight, so thank you so much for having me on, and
we'll
stay in touch, because I appreciate all the support in terms of just getting this music out in the world. So thank you to everyone that was listening to this, and hope to connect with you all as well.
Yeah, well, thank you everyone for tuning in to kiwiradio.nz every Tuesday, 7 to 8 p.m. We're actually up to episode 88 right now, and we've got some new listeners coming in right now. The USA is lighting up there on the map. It's really cool that the radio station has this like live map, and I can see who's listening in live. Santa Clara, good morning. Santa Clara? Yeah. Santa Clara, there we go, is tuning in right now. Well, that closes the show. Any final words, Dan?
Just thanks for having me on. Thanks for listening. Yeah, I mean, being an independent artist, I love having the freedom to create music that I like creating, but I really obviously can't do this on my own. So it comes down to like people that actually choose to listen
and I think,
it and support me, and yourself as well. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Longevity wise, I think you've done the right thing as well, because family can never be bought, right? And it's
Exactly.
whenever you're in the dumps, the family, your real family or friends, in my instant friend, they're the ones that come running to your door, regardless of, fame, title, whatever, right? They love you for you, and God loves you for you, and you're a very talented, wonderful man.
Oh, man, thanks for the kind words and well spoken there at the end as well. I agree with that. So good message.
For sure. Yeah, it's going to keep you longevity longer, right? For music, and that's
Exactly.
and more music to come
Yeah.
from Dan Millwood. All right, stay cool, stay creative. Thanks for being on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, have a great night. I'll look forward to speaking another time.
Yeah, for sure. Don't be a stranger. Dan Millwood, everybody, showcasing his music at kiwiradio.nz. This will be closing the hour. As We Are is the song title.
We don't get to do this all again. Take up this moment and let go of all the fake love. 'Cause all these screens and images are made up. I'm sick and tired of trying to pretend. What if we just speak our mind and the truth? We don't need to be confined and abused. Right now we just stop, the light's still in view. So carry on. If there is any breath, there's a light still in you. So take another step, let it shine from the hill. Cutting through your fears, you will find you can choose to be something more. Show me your heart, show me what is real and all what that seems lost. 'Cause we all live with different scars, but we all need to come as we are. Show me your heart, we can be what's real in each moment we've got. 'Cause we all come with different scars, but we deserve to love who we are. Listen, we were both created to be different. Comparing you and I will create friction. You should be somebody who stands out. We've been getting too caught up in what they're thinking. Why are we so bothered with the image when it can never capture what it's all about? What if we just speak our mind and the truth? We don't need to be confined and abused. Right now we just talk, but the light's still in view. So carry on. If there is any breath, there's a light still in you. So take another step, let it shine from a hill. Cutting through your feet, you will find you can choose to be something more. Show me your heart, show me what is real and what that seems lost. 'Cause we all live with different scars. We all need to come as we are. Show me your heart, we can be what's real in each moment we've got. 'Cause we all come with different scars. We deserve to love who we are. We all live with different scars. We all need to come as we are.
You're tuned into Kiwi Radio, episode 88, with the wonderful Dan Millwood that joined us right now. What a wonderful, 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 talented man. God bless him. He's wonderful. I can't say wonderful enough. Speaking of wonderful, we have some awesome Kiwi music coming up on the show. So tune in every Tuesday, really. We've got people like Carly Ozo, Monk Seals, Pariana is joining us again with new music. Greg Conrad, Emily Ellis, Cool with a K. All these wonderful artists will be showcasing live for you every Tuesday, same spot, same channel. And if you want to be part of the show, either email me at kiwiradio@proton.me or send me a DM, instagram.com/kiwiradio.nz. Be sure to let me know that you're human and not a bot, though, when you're adding me, because I've got a personal account. I actually want to be friends with the real people. Yeah, Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, that concludes the show. I just want to say thank you to our sponsors, aucklandmamamarket.co.nz. New and stylish products at market prices. Go check us out for the next events around Auckland. That is aucklandmamamarket.co.nz. If you are a video gamer and you like RPG role-playing games, then you need to check out our next sponsor, rebelliongaia.com. And I also want to thank all the wonderful people that are joining on the monthly subscription, keeping our servers alive. We're actually on an unlimited server, so you can send as much music as you want. We'd love to play it and give it, some airtime. We actually play just about anything, as long as it's New Zealand music, I guess. Please. Or independent music. We've interviewed independent musicians from UK, America, all sorts of places, actually. So you don't really have to be in New Zealand to get in touch. Oh, well. And I also want to say thank you to you, all 40 of you now listening in live this 11th July 2023. It's just 8 p.m. on the dot. So I want to say good night to everyone in Hastings, in Auckland, in USA, in India, in Finland, in what's this little dot here? Yeah, India. Does India have an island? Nagda. Hello, Nagda. There you go. That concludes the show. I've had a great time. I really have. It's been good to be back playing New Zealand music in my new music studio, which is amazing. Still setting it up, really. But hope you've enjoyed the show. That's me. Outro music by yours truly, ralphie.bandcamp.com, RALPHE, if you want to check out some of my music. But otherwise, for all the creatives out there, please stay cool and stay creative. And for all the music lovers out there, keep it local and listen to good vocal. I just made that up.
Good. That makes me happy.
Actually like that. Keep it local. Listen to good vocal. Ralphie signing out. Bye-bye.